This is a game that aims to give you a small taste of survival in the harsh Alaskan outdoors while on the search for gold. It's a gold rush game, kinda, and I'm here to give you a look at the demo, which you can also do yourself with the link in the description. You can also unlock a special item when the game releases if you play long enough in the demo to mine 200 gold. So let's take a look at Baked Games' Alaska Gold Fever together. We're gonna start a new game and it'll delete the previous one. That's fine. I've been play testing it and stuff myself. So you play in the play test, you get a silver pickaxe. At least if you can mine 200 pieces of gold and unlock the special Steam achievement for it. So all you have to do is say that it's okay to transmit, anonymous data and stuff like that for that. Okay, so it says, welcome to Alaska Gold Fever. So this is the playtest. Today we want to show you just a tiny bit of what's to come in the full version of the game, so please relax and enjoy. After a heavy storm, you wake up on a mysterious beach. You don't know where you are, what happened, or where your traveling companion, Henry, is. It's time to look around. Not so far away, you'll see the remains of your boat and a chest. Maybe you'll find something there that will be useful to you. Approach it and press E to confirm. Okay, so we wake up on the beach. Well, beach-ish. Shipwrecked. And we have no idea where we are. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pick up these sticks and these stones. We want to pick up a lot of these stones. We're going to need them, sticks and stuff as well, too. Over here, we've got some extra stuff here, too. That's a hammer. We're going to have a useful hammer at some point. Okay, we'll probably have to build something. Most of the stuff is completely destroyed, and as we make our way down the beach, again, picking up any stones we see, because we're going to need them. I don't know about all of them, but I'll be picking up a lot of them, and the sticks as well. We are going to get to that boat over there. That's actually our boat, I think. And let's go over here and grab these sticks. Sticks, stones. Yes, I know, it's probably disorienting. I'll stop doing it in a second. Okay, so over here, we've got an old man. What's he doing? I can ask him one of two questions here. Okay, so where are we? I remember some kind of storm at sea, and then suddenly I woke up here. Well, look at that. You're alive after all. I thought everyone else on that ship went down. Your buddy mentioned you, but I wasn't sure anyone actually made it. You met Henry. What happened to him? Relax. Your friend is in much better shape than you. And where are we? On a small cape not far from Alaska. I see my boat isn't in great shape either. Took quite a beating, but if you both help me out, I can fix it for you. Not for free, of course. Okay. That would be great. Since you live here, I guess you'd have a cabin or something where I could rest and dry off. Yeah, that's not far from here. You'll find it easily. Pick up some sticks on the way and dry off by the fireplace. I've got some spare clothes in the chest, too. Thank you. By the way, what's your name? Sorry if I didn't ask first. I'm a little dizzy. Fred. And don't worry, I understand. If you're looking for your friend, you'll find him in my old mine behind the house. He insisted on looking for gold in there. Okay, cool. So we have navigation stuff. I'll just go ahead and show you this. So this is our boat. Such as it is, it's not in great shape, but somehow it's right here next to this dock. Okay, wonderful. And it didn't sink in this shape, in this condition. Okay. So what we want to do is, again, pick up a bunch of sticks on the way is what he said, which we're going to need a bunch of them, so I'm just going to do it anyway, so we don't have to do it later. There's going to be a lot of skipping around in this video. We're going to skip a lot of the monotony, like picking up sticks and stuff. I'm not going to show you every single detail of the things I'm doing, because you can play this for free, like I said, with the link in the description. But we are going to skip some of the things that are repetitive, but I do want to make sure I show you some things, because the tutorial is not that great yet. It needs to be improved for people who maybe aren't used to this type of genre of game and everything. So, but yeah, you'll have no problem with it as long as you're watching this video. It'll be fine. So, in the house, here we are. You're gonna see some slips here. These are crafting recipes, and we have to pay for those. Yeah, Fred just doesn't share those stuff with us for free. No, of course not. Now we need to light this up. This takes 8 sticks. So we get some clothes and rest in here, and I'll walk you through all these things and stuff in a second. So here is some fire. It's going to let us get warmer. And then there's some clothes in this chest over here. We're just going to go ahead and grab those. We're automatically wearing those. It's been placed on us here. So we have just a regular old leather hat. It adds +5 to the temperature, +12 to the temperature that we feel anyway. The leather jacket. There's the leather pants. And then leather shoes. So all these combine to add to our warmth. Now, in the demo, I haven't seen it get super cold, so this is good enough, but I'm assuming in the final game, there's going to be times where it gets much colder and we're going to have to work on crafting stuff. There's a lot of crafting in this game. In fact, there's a crafting tab, and at the moment, it's very, very simple, but there's 5 different tabs to this, and one we can't even access, and stuff just starts to appear here as you play. The inventory screen is a little bit different, but it's okay. These are all the things we have. They're kind of replicated on this side, but this is an equip menu, so we can equip it or unequip it. Essentially, all this stuff is what we have equipped, and this is all the stuff we have. And you cycle through the different things you have in this bar by using the numbers. So you'll see that as we go. So we'll go ahead and sleep here. At the bottom left corner are those numbers. So if I had more things other than the hammer, I could just tap 3 multiple times and it would cycle through those things. Okay, so where am I? Just try to find Henry and the camp. We're going to grab a few more sticks so that I can have them for fires and stuff later. And we're going to head around the house. So I can go around the house in any direction, but it doesn't really matter. But this is the map that they've worked out here. It looks pretty good. There's a lot of stuff here. And we are going to touch base really quick with this bush because I'm going to need some food. Notice how hungry I am. Bottom right corner shows my health. The little yellow fishy is my hunger, which is significant now. And the Z's down there are like my energy and how much energy I have until I have to go to sleep. Okay, so I can use some food here. I can just eat these berries. It bumps it up a little bit, but eventually we are going to need more than this. But for now, that should hold me a little bit here. So let's head around here. I'm going to run. I don't know if running removes my energy faster. I feel like it kind of should, but there's enough stuff kind of going on in the game at a slower pace already, so maybe that's not a good idea. This is also a grave for Fred's wife that's right here. That'll be relevant later. So let's grab a few more berries on our way. It's kind of why I went this way, because there's a lot of berry bushes. And we're going to head over there. So there's our mine. We have to cross this river here. We want to stay out of the water as much as possible. It's very cold. But if you do get in the water, then you'll see that little, you can see that, yeah. So you can definitely tell that you're much colder than you should be there. Okay, here's our friend. What's up, buddy? You don't look all that banged up. Did you walk away from our crash untouched? Yes, but our boat is completely wrecked. But you know what? We have a chance to bounce back. I think there's still a lot of gold in the mine right here. And the old man told me we can try to expand it. Sounds good to me. He also promised to fix our boat, but not for free, of course. Yeah, you can tell he's a bit of a sly guy, but we've dealt with plenty like him before, right? He's definitely hiding something. No way he's got that much wealth under his nose and isn't using it. I'll try to get to know him better, but for now, I'm starving. Have you seen anything worth to eat out here besides the berries I was passing by? I think I heard of some deer somewhere upstream, past the mountain, but I didn't have the strength to go hunt there. Maybe you'd be up for it. You can have my old rifle. All right, hand over that junk, you lazy bastard. Without me, you'd be dead long time ago. Exactly, and without me, you'd be as poor as a European rat. Okay, so clearly they're just, they've been friends a long time. So we can do hunting. Hunting is a little weird. I hope they refine how it's implemented, but we're going to take the rifle. That's on 2 automatically. And we can head back this direction is where the deer are. So we're just going to run back here. And again, if I make repeat trips in this video, they're mostly just going to be skipped over. But if I'm doing things for like the first time, I do want to kind of take you along the journey with me. So we can go over the mountain or we can go around it. The game doesn't really seem to penalize you much for going uphill as far as your energy goes. So in general, if you can go over something, you should go over something. It's faster. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I don't know whether it hurts me for fall damage. I haven't seen that yet. So maybe I'll test that out at some point over here. You can also see the compass in the top of the screen. That kind of gives you a waypoint to go to. And right down here, we're going to see deer. And we're going to want to crouch. We can use control to crouch. And we can kind of get a feel for where they are. Now, I say hunting is weird. Wow, he saw me already. That's great. That's crazy. I say hunting is weird. You can look down the barrel of the gun, but in my experience, maybe it's just my game or it was a bug or something, but it doesn't seem like it registers the shots actually hitting if you're looking down the barrel. You have to see the crosshair. I don't know if that's just a bug on my end or what, but I'm going to be shooting from the hip here for the most part. But generally, you know, you'd want to do something like that instead. I'm also noticing you have to shoot the deer 3 times to get them to go down. So we're going to try to, and if I actually hit him, which I think I just got him. You got to hit him 3 times in order to get him to go down, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and pick up the deer carcass there. That's just going to give us the meat. We don't actually use the fur, which I hope in the future we do use the fur. And in fact, I'd love it. I love them to put something in the game that allows us to use the antlers and horns and stuff if there is there too. I don't like the idea of only using the meat, but the meat is the valuable part, of course. But I think in the future when we have like other clothes and stuff, there's probably going to be a reason to use the hides and stuff as well. I just want to make sure we're using all of the animals is what I'm saying. Okay, so we have what? I think that's 6 pieces of meat now. I can go ahead and grab a few more. So I'm just going to go hunt those 2 deer there. They'll calm down and eventually come back if I stop moving and get out of plain sight. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a few more, and then I'll head back over to the camp. Okay, so back at the camp, we'll go ahead and put the gun away, I guess. I went ahead and ate a bunch of berries, but I still have a little bit of hunger left, so we can use it. So we need to cook the gathered meat at the fireplace. That's this. We can use the 8 sticks we have to create the fire, and then we can go ahead and while we're looking at this, we can press C to get into cooking, and that will allow us to get the cooked meat. And it adds more hunger, and it also warms us up a little bit and gives us more health. If you're losing health, if you have good, if you've satisfied your hunger really well, you'll recover health over time. So we're just going to go ahead and cook a little bit here. Actually, looks like I have to cook 3 of them to satisfy the quest. Okay, so there we go. So now we have 3. Now at the bottom, I'm still eating the berries. I've got 14 berries left. If I want to eat the meat, I can just, again, cycle through that by hitting 4, and I can see these things. But you want to be careful that you're not eating the raw meat. That's this. 12. I have 12 of those. This is the cooked meat. You don't want to eat the raw meat, okay? So we can go to tab, and you can see consumables. These are automatically placed on my bar. And you can see the raw meat is placed on the bar. But you're going to lose health by doing this. You satisfy your hunger, but you're going to drop health because it's not healthy for you. It's bad for you. So what we can do is come over here, and the raw meat, we can just simply click this so it's not yellow anymore. That will remove it from the consumables bar over here. And now when we're cycling through it, we won't have to deal with the raw meat being on there. So that's how you manage what's on your bottom bar. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run back to Fred here. We're going to talk to him. Whoops, sorry. I need to talk to Henry first. That's what we need to do. And then Fred is after that. So here we go. Back over here like this. Little streams here. There we go. Hey, buddy. I got you some meat. Hey, thanks, buddy. I can always count on you. Though a drink to go with it wouldn't hurt. Sure, maybe I should bring you a lady, too. I wouldn't say no. Nothing heals wounds like a woman's touch. Yeah, sure. You're about as much of a romantic as Fred is a young man. I wonder why the old man quit his job at that mine. Have you checked it out already? Yeah, I checked it out. And inside there's a collapsed bridge, so he probably gave up after it fell. But why? Fixing something like that wouldn't be that hard. Yeah, strange, but like you said, there's probably a deeper story behind it. Luckily, when I wake up, I managed to find a hammer in our toolbox. Hey, great. So we could really use your experience from working on construction sites. I'll head back here. I'll hang back here and think about what we should do next. Yeah, strategizing. Mm-hmm. Once I get the mine ready for further work, I'll talk to Fred about the terms we can work under. I don't want to cheat him so blatantly. Wait, take a pickaxe for the work. Some iron needed for the repair on the bridge and some other useful stuff. So he just gave me a bunch of stuff to repair things. So this is the crafting basic stuff. We're going to go through that stuff now too. So the first thing I need to do is craft a primitive axe. Lots of different tools in the game, and you start out with primitive stuff, and eventually you get stone stuff, and then, you know, more legit things as you go. So for a primitive axe, we can go to our crafting tab, and we can just hit the button and do it. It doesn't require any tools or any, you know, workshop or anything like that. So we can go and hit. We have sticks. I have 8 left. It takes 4 of them to make the primitive pickaxe, and then 3 rocks here. We also need an axe, which is what the thing wants me to do right now. So we're going to go ahead and make a primitive axe. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do, let's just get through all this stuff, is to go ahead and collect wood. So this is my primitive axe. It's now going to be on the 1. This is the pickaxe, and then I want to go switch to the axe. There it is. And so we use this to cut down trees, and it's the more primitive your tools are, the longer it takes to do this. And it's not a quick process to cut down these trees with a primitive axe, but that's what you're going to start with. It's a little clipping there. There we go. So that's 6 wood. I need 25. Bigger trees also take a couple extra swings. So I'll see you guys in a second after I've gathered a bunch of wood. Okay, so I got a lot of wood, and what I need to do is go back to the fallen bridge, it says. So over here is the mine shaft. This is inside the mine shaft, and you can see right here that the bridge is not built. It's all collapsed and stuff, so we need to rebuild it. So for that, we're going to use our hammer. And construction is fairly straightforward. You just tap where you want to do it, and as long as you have the resources, it will do it. It also shows you the blueprint of what you need to accomplish in order to successfully do this. So you have to hit every single component of this before it will finalize and move us on to the next stage. So again, we'll just use our hammer here. As long as we have the resources, it'll work. Our buddy gave us some iron and stuff for the nails and everything. So we just used the wood that we gathered and do that. Don't ask how I sawed it into planks. Don't look too far into that. There we go. All right, so then we just need to put up the best supports and stuff on this side. There we go. And we use the iron ore there, and right there. And we should be good to go after this. There we go. Okay, so now we need to use the carpentry workstation to prepare support beams to use them in the mine. So the mine, as we mine, it will start to collapse. I mean, that's what happened the first time. We didn't support it properly. So we need to, and by we, I mean Fred, didn't support it properly, so he fell down. So we're going to use the carpentry table here, and we're going to create support beams. And we have a lot of wood. I went out and got a lot of extra wood just so I don't have to do it again. So we're going to build, get a couple of support beams here. Just a few, okay? And then we're going to head into the mine. Okay, so across the bridge, we can start mining. And this process here is going to take a bit, and it can be somewhat confusing for some people. So I want to make sure that it's kind of spelled out pretty well here in the video. So what we're doing here is we're breaking up rocks, and you can see how it's kind of pulling it into dust, right? That dust is going to end up as stuff on the floor right here, as stuff on the ground, okay? The mine floor. You can also see as I break these up that it seems like there's stuff falling from the top. This is a visual cue of how close you are to this mine collapsing. In general, you don't want to see stuff falling from the top. And if you get really extreme, it'll start rumbling, right? To kind of let you know, hey, this thing's going to collapse any minute. So what you want to do is we're going to equip the support beams. We're just going to cycle through them with 3 until we get to the support beams here. And then this is our building situation. I can place them kind of anywhere I want, but they're kind of situated as you go. In general, I think the further back you go, the better. So I'm going to maybe, I could start here. It's fine. I got plenty of resources. So we'll just start here. And that will be 1. And then I can start another one here. This 2. So that's going to support this mine for now. As I get deeper, I need to put more supports as I go. But that's how we're going to support it. And notice nothing is falling to the ground now, right? Like we don't have things coming off the ceiling anymore. So I can keep going with this and keep breaking these rocks up. And it might feel a little slow while you're playing it. It's not a fast game. There's a little bit of therapy to this, right? But it might seem like I'm swinging a little slow as you go. You get tired as well, too. So your energy and stuff, the quality of your pickaxe and stuff. And all can play a role in sort of how fast everything happens here. But I think of it this way, right? Like it's still way faster than real life. And also, if you think about it, there's a lot of games out there where you'll be swinging the axe way so fast, but you got to hit the rock like 3 or 4 times to break it. This one just kind of slows it down. You hit it once. There's a lot of rocks. You hit it once, and that's it. But as you hit it, again, stuff is going to appear on the bottom right down here. This stuff is falling. This is going to be important later because the game does not tell you this. So I want to make sure you know. But first, we're going to go back to Fred's house because that is the objective. So that's mining in the game for now, trying to get deeper and deeper into that mine shaft and open it up. And it does open up. There's like gaps and stuff to where you can go a little deeper without having to hit. But in general, that's how you're going deeper for now. So let me go back to Fred. And we'll see what he has to say for now to progress the story just a little bit more. We're going to grab some of these rocks and stuff because we're going to need them as well. Make sure we grab these. Okay, what's up, Fred? I've rebuilt the bridge and stabilized the mine. You left it in a terrible shape, old man. I have my reasons. This place is tied to some painful memories for me. Your life, your reasons. Henry said we can work in your mine, but he didn't mention what terms you set. I don't care about the mine anymore. You can dig at it all you want, but there is something I could really use your help with. Behind my house lies the grave of my beloved wife, and for some time I haven't been able to visit her. Wolves have settled there, and at my age I can't defeat them on my own anymore. I heard you hunted nearby a deer, so maybe you could use the rifle once more and get rid of the wolves? Yeah, sure, no problem, Fred. I'll take care of them right away. In the meantime, you could also think about fixing our boat, because I don't plan on growing old here. No offense, of course. Of course, you shouldn't really be any, or there shouldn't really be any problem with it, but you have to bring me a lot of wood and iron from the mine. All right, so the task now is to get rid of the wolves, and we're just going to take some of these sticks because we'll need them eventually anyway. And now we need to go take care of the wolves. So what we'll do is bring out our rifle, and the wolves will fight back. I don't remember if you have to actually shoot the wolves 3 times. I know it's multiple shots, though. Even if you get a headshot, it's not enough. As far as I can tell, anyway. And again, I'm hoping it's maybe fixed by the time you do it, but I got it pretty early here, so this isn't working. It doesn't register the shot. So I am going to go hip. Oh, they can see me already. Look at that. Okay, that's 3 shots. Dead. Nope. Not dead yet. You see that? You see that? They do not die. It takes a lot of shots. Okay, there we go. And we can go ahead and pick this up. This is raw meat as well. We can eat the wolf. Again, I can't use the pelt, though. I feel like that should be a thing I should use, and hopefully they integrate that with, you know, like warm clothing and crafting and stuff. Being able to use the pelts would just make sense. Okay, so what we need to do now, and this is the objective that's going to trip up a lot of people. So if you're struggling from this point, pay attention. It's real easy. It just doesn't tell you. So what it tells you to do now is it says prepare a stone pickaxe. You can buy the recipe to craft it at Fred's house. So we come over here and remember that these are the recipes right here, right? So we have the stone axe crafting recipe, and then this is the stone pickaxe crafting recipe. And that's what it wants me to get, is the stone pickaxe. But it cost 80 gold. And if you take a look, I've got $0 and there's no gold in my inventory here. I don't have gold. I haven't mined any gold yet. So clearly we need to mine the gold in order to be able to spend it, right? All right, so this is what you have to do. We're going to go back into the mine. All right, and you're swinging the pickaxe and stuff, but like nothing's happening. You might think, this tripped me up too. You might think that you're getting resources by doing this, because when you hit tab, you're going to notice you have some iron ore in your inventory, right? And you're going to think, oh man, hey, I'm getting iron ore from, okay, so I just need to keep going until I find gold. That's not how this works. It works in a similar way that other games do. But remember this is on the ground, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get to our bucket. Again, it doesn't explain this at all. You're going to get your bucket out. That's in your hit 3 until you get to the bucket. And then you're going to collect the dirt off of the ground in your bucket, okay? You're then going to bring the bucket over to this machine here, all right? This is a filter. You're going to dump it on top and then hit the handle right here. That's going to rock it back and forth and filter out what's inside the dirt. You're going to be left with 2 compartments. You got the gold that happens down here or comes in down here, and then you've got iron ore that comes in right here. And your starter bucket has 2 loads. When you fill it up, you can do this twice. When you're done with that, you're going to have shiny things in here. That's iron ore. I just got 11. And then you're going to have gold right here. I just got 28 gold from that. So that is how we mine in the game, at least in the beginning. When you get through a certain stage here, though, as you progress, you're going to start dealing with mine carts and being able to build those out. So we'll take a look at those near the end of the video. But this is the game currently, is we need to get enough gold so that we can prepare a stone pickaxe. you're good with primitive pickaxes for a long time, actually. We can go through here quite a bit, but as you mine and you clear out these rocks, eventually you're going to reach rocks that you can't break anymore with the primitive pickaxe. It simply tells you can't. You need to upgrade it. And so that's where the stone pickaxe comes in. It allows you to go deeper into the mine. So as we do this, we need to pay attention to stuff falling from the ceiling, okay? If we start to see that there's, you know, a bunch of stuff falling from the ceiling, then we know that we need more supports, right? That's the visual cue. But you could also, if you just happen to have a lot of stuff on hand and don't want to deal with it, you can also go ahead and just start building them periodically as you go through the mine, because eventually you're going to need them anyway. It's also a chance, I've had it happen once when I was playtesting, where a lot of the stuff is falling from the ceiling, but it's falling behind these rocks, so you can't really see it. It's like clipping through them, so you can't really see it, and I ended up getting a cave-in without seeing anything falling from the ceiling. So, you know, just in general, I think it's probably all right if I want to just come through and be like, hey, how about another support? Like, right, yeah, you can also go through and clip too, so I can put another support on this little section here if I want to, right there. I can't really build it right there, but that's how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this mine out and mine a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to get a whole bunch of dirt on the ground here, right? And then we're going to sift through it, get a bunch of gold. And when it gets to the point where I can't go any deeper, I'll bring you guys back in, okay? I'll see you guys in a second. All right, so I've uncovered that little gap right here, and that wall right there is something I can't break with the current pickaxe that I have. I'm also noticing the roof is starting to do this on me, and like I have a lot of support beams, so I think it's how they're spaced out. Maybe I need like another one right here. I think I only have 2 left, and you know, I got one there, and you know, I've skipped a gap. I think you're allowed to gap once, you know. You can gap this one, and then you got this one here. I doubled this up because I noticed this still happening, and I don't know, maybe I'll just go like this and see if it stops it. There it goes. Okay, so it just needs a little extra support, I guess. That's fine. And then we'll go in. I've already actually made a support ahead, so I put one right there because I thought that would help, and then I'm also going to put another one in there a little bit further. But I've mostly got this mined out now, and then I've been periodically going back with the bucket and picking things up and taking it back and you know, getting more gold out of this thing. And so I have enough now to get the recipe and proceed with the quest. I am gonna go ahead and get the rest of it too. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and go as far as I can before I go back and get that, because there's other things I can buy at Fred's house, and I'd rather just make one trip and buy it all if I can, including a larger bucket, so you can get more in your bucket at one time. In fact, maybe that's worth going back and getting, because then I wouldn't have to make as many trips back and forth here. That's not a bad point. I should just do that, right? Just go get another bucket right now, a bigger one. Here we go. We're gonna start using mine carts pretty soon, but I think the bucket could still be pretty handy for me until that point. So I am gonna make a trip back to Fred's anyway and upgrade my bucket. And if you're curious on how you can upgrade your bucket, if you want to have more in your bucket as well, well, if you go back in here where the recipes are, there's a bucket right here. Costs 100 gold for that. Right now, I currently have 139 gold. It's in the custom tab. Kind of wish they put it up here, but it's okay. It's down here in the custom area, and you can see that I have 139 gold. So if I go ahead and spend, now I have a bigger bucket. And it doesn't really look all that much bigger, but it is, and you can have more stuff in it now. And so that means less trips through the mines, right? That's a good thing. So I'll go back to the mine and again, finish off all those rocks for you here. You don't have to sit through and watch me hit all these rocks. I'll finish that off, and then when I've got it all picked up off the ground, we'll continue with the quest. So in case you're curious on what happens if you decide not to sleep, this is what happens. You start to get hurt and it starts taking health away from you because you haven't taken care of yourself. I guess the health bar is sort of like a faint thing. It's not like you die, you faint, you pass out or whatever, but because that's what it said. So I guess if I don't eat, I get, you know, too tired. I don't have the calories to carry on, right? And you know, I go to sleep. So anyway, if I want to go to sleep, I gotta go back over here and I sleep here. All right, cool. So that's all done. And I need to recover some health. So what I could do is actually have the... oh, it's just berries. Okay, well, it's okay. Berries will do something. So I'll just munch on a whole bunch of berries until I'm full again, and here I am. So how much gold do I have right now? 212 is what I've got on me. So I can go ahead, since I'm here, I guess, and we can go ahead and grab the gold. Sorry, not the gold. It's 80 gold. It's the stone pickaxe crafting recipe. So I went ahead and did that. That's what the dealing with problems is. I have to go ahead and prepare that. I can also upgrade my bucket again for another 200 if I want to. Let's go ahead and get the other, the stone axe crafting recipe too. Since I have enough for it, might as well grab that too. And now I can grab some extra twigs and stuff, and I can make myself a better axe as well, because I'm gonna also need to start cutting down more wood here in a bit too. So I might as well have a better axe for when I go ahead and do that. Okay, we'll grab some more berries on the way. There we go. Grab some more berries. Very good. Okay, so we're keeping ourselves, at least keeping a good supply of food on hand anyway. Okay, so here's my progress on the mine. It's nearly done. And I did have to add a few more supports. I guess what it is, I figured it out. So this is wasteful. And so you could do it better than me, I guess, is when you go to place these, you'll get these zones, right? So it's this, and then there's like a, here, you know what? I'll just make another one so you can see it. If you want to be as optimal as possible with your stuff, this is how you do it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and make this. And we'll go ahead and place one of these support beams. So each of these beams, when you place them, there's these zones, right? So you get the zone, and they border right up against each other. All right, here's how this works. As far as I can tell, you're allowed to have one space between supports, but not two spaces. That's pretty much how I'm looking at it. So if I had one here, which is what I did, then I could leave a gap here and put another one here. Could leave a gap here, put another one here, leave a gap here, put another one here, etc. So this gap is good, but I didn't need this many. You can also destroy these if you'd like, and so you can go through. So let's say, for example, this one was good, so this one doesn't need to be there. So I could go ahead and destroy this, but if I do that, then I have to place it here, don't I? So never mind. But the point is, you can do that, and if you want to destroy them, you just get out your axe and you chop them up, and you get the wood back. I think you get the wood back. You know what? Don't quote me on getting the wood back, but I think you get the wood back. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab all this stuff off the ground. There we go. My big bucket can hold a lot. If I choose, I can simply go ahead and switch. At this point, it will dump everything in one big pile. Yeah. So this pickaxe is the last. This is the last primitive pickaxe I need to have. Right. This is the one that just basically just uses the stone and the wood stick, and that's it. But here, this is a little bit different color, and you can see it doesn't let me mine that. So I can mine this, but I can't mine this, and it's going to tell me that I either need to repair my current one or get a stronger tool. And that's what it is I need to get a stronger tool. Starting to come down here now. That's weird. I guess it's because the wall is going away. I don't think it will cave in from this, but I guess I can't really be sure. Let's see what we have here, because I do have an extra one. I just made it. So this gap is good. So this gap is fine, but this gap is not. So I need to support here, I guess, because this is a gap, because this is all the way over on the far side of this zone. So if I go like this, that should be good, but then it also has to happen on the other side as well. So I guess as we dig deeper, we're going to need more supports. So yeah, you can be less wasteful than me. All right. For me, I don't really care so much. It's just wood. It's time, and it's for a video that you don't have to watch me do all the wood, so it's okay. I think theoretically, I should be able to keep hitting this stuff, even though it's right behind this. It's right behind a support beam, so I don't know why it would cause an additional risk of cave-in because of the stones and the floor, right? I don't know about that, but I never know. It could just one extra thing. It's good. Anyway, so I need another pickaxe in order to do this stuff. So what I want to do, before I go, well, actually, as I go, right, I want to get my bucket. To get all the stuff in the bucket. There we go. And this bucket looks like it's pretty much full. This bigger bucket, we can do 3 loads in here per trip. So it's like 50% better than the original bucket. So one in here. Here we go. Get another one. And one last one. Dump it. Okay, so that's it. That's the empty bucket. And we're left with iron, gold, another 32 gold. So what we want to do now is move to the workshop. That's this over here. And in the workshop crafting menu, we can now make our stone axe and our stone pickaxe. And this is just a little bit better. It's the same resources, but I guess we're just making it better, right? So we'll go a stone pickaxe and a stone axe. And then I'm going to need more supports as well. So why don't we grab a few more supports because we can have it. But now I have my regular pickaxe that I've got right now, which is good for all of these. I think I'll probably use this as much as possible, you know, to get it so I don't wear out the really good one. I don't want to wear out the good one. So I'll get all these things with this pickaxe. And then when this is worn out and I have to switch, then that's when I'll switch. And it looks like it's almost like it's tuned to expire right about when you're done. Like there's only a few rocks left. Everything else here requires the better one. So this is the regular stone axe. No, this is the primitive axe. Yeah, this is my primitive axe. And then this is my stone axe. So it's like kind of the same thing, but looks like maybe there's trying to see the difference here. Let's see. So this one looks like this, and then if I swap it, okay, so like one is like wrapped like with rope and stuff. It's a little more sturdy. Looks like it's a little bit bigger too. Just a bit, yeah. And then you have the other pickaxe, which again it's wrapped. But then I can do that now with these rocks. I couldn't do that before. And yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna need another support in here if I want this to, you know, not completely collapse on me. So I put this is a zone, then this is fine to leave blank, but now I need to support this side is what I'm seeing here. So I can go like this, and that clears it up right there. Yeah. Okay. So that's what it is. You're allowed to have one gap and then you can go. So in any case, the task now for the main quest now says that I need to get wood, right, to repair the ship. So we want to go out with our axe and we want to cut down some trees, and I'll just use the primitive one until it dies, until it goes out, because why carry it around me? And so I'll go out and get a whole bunch of wood, probably get like 100 wood, and then I'm going to give 50 of it to Fred, and then we'll see what he wants us to do after that. All right, Fred, I've got you some wood. Here are the materials. Now it's your turn. Perfect. The repairs will take some time, so in the meantime, you can work on expanding the mine. Do you know how to handle that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Oh, no, not really. Apparently I didn't. I worked in construction and Henry was a soldier, so we're both just learning how to work in the mine. Well, you won't be able to extract much without proper help, so first build some tracks and set up transport cart. Here's a simple recipe for wooden tracks I plan to use someday. No, sorry. Here's a simple recipe for some wooden tracks I plan to use someday. You'll also find recipes for crafting better pickaxes at my house. Well, you are more than helpful, Fred. Thanks a lot. But how much? How much for what? What are you talking about? Well, how much should we pay you for all this? You're definitely not doing all this for free like a complete loser, are you? I don't like that line. I feel like it shouldn't be there. just saying. I'm an old, lonely man. I don't need money. But if you insist, you can leave 200 pieces of gold and we're even. He did mention earlier that he's not going to do it for free, you know? So, like, there was some kind of thing. But, I mean, I did help his wife, or, well, rather, I helped him see his wife without the wolves and stuff. So, I guess. Mine tracks and mine cart. So I haven't seen this yet. Placing tracks is a bit different than regular building. Like mine support beams, they must first be crafted using the workbench, then equip them approaching the starting point. The tracks can be placed at a maximum angle of 45 degrees, allowing you to maneuver their path as you wish. In order to delete some track pieces, just hit the last of them with an axe. If you want to place a cart, go to the starting point and press E to build it automatically, assuming, of course, I have the materials, probably. What else? So you have a crafting recipe for an axe, and then a regular pickaxe there, and then a bigger bucket is here. I currently have in my possession 143 gold. Very, very close to enough to upgrade the filter as well. So I'm definitely looking to do that. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of stones. Not sure if I need it, actually. Let's just grab the one stone, I guess. A couple more sticks. And then we'll check out whether or not... Hello, berries. Lots and lots of berries. So many berries. Who needs meat when you can just eat berries? They grow so fast in the Alaskan wilderness. Okay, so he says, use the carpentry workstation to prepare the track parts for the mine. So I have extra wood from before. I went out and got a whole bunch of extra wood. So we can track pieces. So we'll just go, I guess, like this, because we're probably going to need a whole bunch of them, right? Probably going to need some more support beams too. So we'll just do that. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of them. And let's go ahead and check this out. So what we want to do is we go through track segments. There it is. Okay, so from here we go boom. And then we can place them, it says, at an angle. But that doesn't go through there. So I need to have this further out. Right away we're going to want to break one down. Okay. Is it gone, or? I destroyed it, but it doesn't look like it's gone. Uh-oh. And I can't hit it again either. Can't damage. What have I done? Oh no. Let's reload it and see what happens. Well, that autosave, I tell you, is real snappy. It actually saved that, so I can't do anything. However, it did save before I tried to destroy it, so it's still there. So if I go into here, it now says destroy instead of can't destroy. Maybe it's not borked after all. So what I need to do is rotate this. That's I think the bottom line here. So it can't go here, but if you use Q and E, you can rotate it. So I can have it rotate, and it can go a maximum of 45 degrees, it says. So we can go about like here with it. I guess that's probably good. And then we can rotate it again like that, and then like that, and then we can then rotate it and have it go down the center. I think is probably a good thing. So we'll just have it go all the way down like this. All right. That's a really janky. Like, I don't know about this, man. I don't know about an actual mine cart using something like this to go down, but we'll see. It looks pretty good. Now, it says you need a mine cart to set cart, so I'll have to go over and figure that out too. So carpentry table, we're gonna want to add a few more tracks, and then workshop crafting. This takes 5 wood, and then a little bit of iron ore too. So 5 wood will get that for me. So I'm gonna have to cut down a tree anyway, and I'll get more than that for 1 tree. So I'll just take the rest of the wood for the cart instead, or for the track instead. And then we'll go in here and place, let's just rotate slightly here. Like that, yeah. And then come right through here. 1, 2, and then my last one is right here. So done. So that's as deep as I can go with the mine cart, but that's still pretty good. So in theory, I could then scoop up the stuff I'm mining and put it in the mine cart here and then keep going, as opposed to walking all the way out to dump it in that. And then Henry can get off his lazy bum, I think, at that point, and he can start sifting through it. I believe that's how he can help me, how he can contribute to this team, because right now this team is looking an awful lot like me. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to cut down some more trees because I apparently didn't cut enough. All right, so minecart time. I'm going to go over to workshop crafting here. Workshop, I'm in the wrong one. And I have to come over here for this. So we'll go ahead and have that. There we are. And then I can go ahead and place it, I think, here. Set the cart. It is successfully, there it is. Cool, so now I can push it. Oh my goodness. So I still have to make the journey, is what you're saying. Okay, so there it is. All right, we're gonna see how this works. So I have this, and then I wanna make sure my bucket is ready. My supports, I guess. Yeah, probably should have supports nearby too. Well, let's just go ahead and start mining here. And then we'll make a pile at our feet. That's what happens. The pile goes at your feet, wherever you're standing. And we'll see what we can do to get Henry involved in this. It says gather enough gold to pay for the ship renovation. So 143 gold is what I have, and I need to gather 200 total for the ship renovation, I guess. So that's where I am. That's probably the end of the tutorial, if I'm honest, or the end of the demo, if I'm being. I don't actually know that, but I feel like that's probably the end of it. So we're gonna get a couple more here, and we'll get to 200 gold, and we'll see. I'll be right back. Oh, I will show you if the minecart works too. In fact, you know what? Why don't we just do that now so I can just do it. So I have all this in the bucket, and then I'm gonna assume that I dump it Yeah, oh my goodness, you can dump so much in this thing. Ooh, that's actually really nice. So you do have to push it, but which of course you do, but like it's because not downhill or anything. But I thought Henry would come and do it. You know, I was thinking Henry would participate in the game, but apparently not. Henry has no interest in participating in the riches. He's not going to get any of it. You know, later on when he thinks he's getting the scold, nope, not getting any of it. All he's getting is a free ride back home. That's it. Okay, so I've reached the point now where it says I need a stronger tool or finish or repair the current one, right? So this is a tool that can do this, but it's kind of too damaged to do it anymore. So we can go into our inventory. I actually have a replacement. I could just start using that instead. Or you can see here it says fix 3x rocks. So if I have 3 rocks, I'd be able to do this and it would just repair it to full. But I don't actually have the 3 rocks. So what I'm going to do is like I'm just going to add this one to the bar instead. And now I can have the fully done one. But if you have 3 rocks, you could just repair it on site and then just keep going. So just like a pro tip there, if you're, you know, you, like again, just pick up all the rocks you can because you're going to use them. I promise you're going to use them. Okay, you notice I think what I want to do here is, because I'm getting kind of close to the end of this video, and I'd really like to see if Henry participates at all. Like, I'd really like to see if your partner helps you out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up what I've got so far. I'm going to hope the mine cart's here too. I'm going to hope that I get enough. 60 is a bit of a stretch. I don't think so. I think what I'll do instead is I'll just dump this and then we'll push the cart. Yeah. Or we'll pull the cart. I guess we'll pull the cart all the way out here. There we go. And then stop this. And then we get our bucket out. And I guess we want to collect. We fill the bucket. We come over here. And we do this thing here. Now, if you want, you can upgrade this thing as well. Right here, you can upgrade this. I think it's 160 gold. So I could do that if I didn't want to, like, you know, put the adventure continues and do the quest there. I could definitely do that instead. All I have to do is have 150 gold to make that happen, I believe is what it is. So collect filtered stuff. There it is. And then I can upgrade right there for 160 gold. I have 162 gold right now. So that upgrade could happen right now. But I want to, you know, save it and get the quest going just to see if Henry is going to help me here. So we'll go ahead and filter through this. That was a really light amount of gold. I didn't get as much as I thought I was going to get out of that. Sometimes you get more than other times, you know. There we go. And we collect. That one was 26. So I'm 12 away. I do have a little bit left in the cart, but not a lot. So I would have to get 12 from this. And then there's a tiny bit left in the bucket. If you switch off the bucket, it'll dump it on the ground here. Okay, so probably better to just dump it in here and run a cycle anyway. If you do, unless you're just gonna pile it up here, and that's fine, I guess. But we'll go ahead and do that. And I got only 7, so I need 5 more gold to get this happening. And there's really no reason not to bring the cart with me, right? So I'll just push the cart. You're always on this side of the cart, which is interesting. I feel like you should always be on the push side, right? So like, if I say push here, it should totally put me. I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, it put me on the wrong side of the cart. So it should definitely not do that, in my opinion. But that's just me. All right, so I'm gonna get 5 more gold, which will probably take me, I don't know, 3 more seconds here. And then we'll go ahead and do that. I'll see you guys over at Fred. All right, so we're back at Fred. I'm gonna talk to Fred about our ship. So how's our boat? Is it ready? Just like I promised, everything's done. If you want, you can still stick around. There's probably a lot of gold left in the mine. Yeah, we're not exactly in a rush. We'll set sail when we're ready. Until then, we'll explore your area a bit. Yeah, you should take the gold and sell it once you get to Alaska. That's actually not a bad idea. You've got a good head on your shoulders, Fred. Don't you want to come with us? Oh, I don't know, maybe. I've been sitting here for so many years. Never really thought about leaving. But maybe you're right. Change might do me good. Nothing's holding you here, and it'll be a shame to die alone. Think about it. That's the way to say it here. Yeah, thanks for playing Alaska Gold Fever. All right, cool. So we can wander around and do some more if we want. It says there's a few more secrets awaiting us somewhere around the map. I'll let you guys discover what those are, I suppose. And it says, remember that your voice is very important to us. Fill out the special survey and stuff, and provide them some feedback and stuff. So they'll see this video, so this will be a feedback for them too. But I've also left, F5 down here. I've also done that a few times, so that's pretty good. So anyway, that's all there is left to the game. I do want to see whether or not he's going to help me or not. And I don't know if there's any way. I don't think he does. In this version of the game, I really don't think he does help us. But when it says when you're ready, get on your boat and set sail for another adventure. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I think that'll probably just end the game. But we've seen pretty much everything there is to see, I think, other than the fixed boat. Right, so here's the fixed boat. It looks like a pretty cool boat, to be honest. I'd say, yeah, I don't know if I'd go. I don't know if I'd go out like Alaskan waters with this. I don't know if I'd go out to sea with this boat. I'm not sure what's going on there, but can I climb this? It doesn't look like I can climb that. When you're ready, get on your boat and set sail for another adventure. That's where I am. I'm on my boat, but I don't know if I can climb it. It doesn't look like it's gonna let me. How do I set sail with my boat, actually? Oh, okay, if I'm on the boat, I don't get the option. I have to be off the boat and then hit set sail. Oh, here we go. I thought he was coming with us. What happened? This is the first time I've seen character animations, people walking and stuff, but it's also the first time I've seen nighttime in the game. So I thought Fred was coming with us. I guess he's just stuck in his old ways after all. But we fixed up his mind really good, so, he should be pretty good to go. Off into the sunset, I guess we are. Okay, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. We'll catch you in another video some other time, all right? Bye-bye.